And welcome to Fantasticide's first official one-shot, Lasers and Feelings. Exciting day. This is the first time that we are doing something with this current cast. And we only had like 6 layers of technical difficulties, so...
That's a record. Normally it's more than that.
It's been about 20 sometimes.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me cry because it's too true. Streaming's hard, guys. But yeah.
We're the players. Isn't our job to make you cry?
In game though, you have so many opportunities. Can it wait? Anyways, so we're Fantasticide. We are streaming a Lasers and Feelings one-shot to break in the new various sets of things. You can see our fancy new backdrops. You can see some of us have fancy new audio equipment, and Evan's rocking Evan's rocking Nevin.
I do what I have to do what I need to do.
Truer words were never spoken.
The thing with Evan is he's a little bit of a method actor, just a tidge.
Quote me.
Okay.
That's the quote.
Right there. Pew, pew.
Yeah, so we're doing this on Sunday. This is not going to be a normal thing. Normally you can catch us for our main stream, How Not to End the World, premiering Wednesday. Same time, 5:30 PST. We'll probably have more of our technical difficulties worked out, but also we might have studio space by then, so probably worse.
Quick question. When is 5:30 Eastern time?
8:30.
Yes.
You add 3 hours to the time.
Thank you.
Yep. So...
Also, if you want mountain, add 1.
But who lives in the mountains and has internet, please?
But yeah, why don't we get down to it? Let's get down to it. So we're playing Lasers and Feelings. It is a one-pager by John Harper, which you can go see some of his other products at 17design.com. And the goal here is to play as the crew of the interstellar scout ship Raptor. Our mission: to explore uncharted regions of space, deal with aliens both friendly and deadly, and defend the consortium's worlds against space dangers. Captain Darcy has been overcome by the strange psychic entity known as something else.
Dun dun dun.
Leaving you all to fend for yourselves while he recovers in the medical pod. First step, players. Create your characters. So each of us will, minus me, will be choosing a style for their character: alien, android, dangerous, hotshot, intrepid, savvy, or sexy. Why don't we start clockwise from the top left?
Well, my name is Miriam Quasarbaum, and I do believe that I am quite sexy.
My name is Trip Hazard, and I'm a bit dangerous.
My name's Bash, and I'm a hotshot.
My name's Dr. Dick, and I'm also a bit dangerous.
Charles Bronson. I guess you could call me intrepid.
Okay. Step 2, choose a role for your character: doctor, envoy, engineer, explorer, pilot, scientist, or soldier.
Well, I'm definitely a scientist.
Someone's got to fly the ship, right? I'm your guy.
And somebody's got to kick ass when we get where we're going. I'm a soldier.
Oh, it's like kind of in the name, but yeah, I'm the doctor aboard.
Engineer, I keep this creaky old bucket flying.
Okay, this next step is important. You all are going to choose a number from 2 to 5. A high number means you're better at lasers, which means technology, science, cold rationality, calm and precise actions. A low number means you're better at feelings, which maps to intuition, diplomacy, seduction, wild, passionate action. Yeah.
Well, I do believe that if I had to pick a number between 2 and 5, that I would be a 4.
I don't know. I'd give you a 10 out of 10. As for me, I'm a solid 3.
2! No thinking, just 2!
Well, being one of the early doctors in space and such and all, everything's done off on feel because there's not really a science to it, you know, and zero gravity and things.
Sorry, what was that?
For me,
What was your number?
2.
Okay. Joe? 5. Okay. You have in your possession a consortium uniform with built-in vac suit for spacewalks, a super sweet space phone camera communicator scanner thing with universal translator, a variable beam phase pistol set to stun usually, and your goal is to get your character involved in crazy space adventures and try to make the best of them. Choose one or create your own. You can become the captain, meet sexy aliens, shoot bad guys, find new worlds, solve weird space mysteries, prove yourself, or keep being awesome.
Well, I do believe that I just need to keep being awesome.
As for me, I'm in it for the sexy aliens.
I'm in it for the shooting bad guys. Bad guys should be shot. That's what they're there for.
I'm gonna solve the secret space mystery of pain relief forever.
I just want to prove myself to the people I care about.
So next, you create your ship. As a group, pick 2 strengths for the Raptor. Fast, nimble, well-armed, powerful shields, superior sensors, cloaking device, and fighter craft.
Shit, we didn't talk about this, did we? I like powerful shields, protection, you know, keep the stuff away. So I want to pick that.
I'd really like superior sensors, because how else am I going to find things to research?
Personally, I'm a fan of a nimble craft, one that can move efficiently and quickly.
I
I'm
definitely
with
like.
him. Best way not to get shot is to not be there when they shoot you.
What kind of pilot would I be if I disagreed with that?
I mean, I'm down with nimble craft and stuff like that. I'd rather not get hit and take it easy, you know? So,
definitely nimble.
pick one more after nimble then.
I'd still really enjoy superior sensors.
I'm a fan of a cloaking device.
Well, do you guys want to roll for it? Highest roll, it's yours.
All right.
We seem to be at a standstill. And that's never good when you're in space.
I don't really need to vote. I'm just, you know. Conflict's not really the thing.
You guys tied. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, so that makes it what?
Superior
Sensors?
sensors.
Make it sensors, it's fine with me.
As long as we can see whatever's coming our way coming.
If we can see it, and we
Sense and
cannot wear
dodge,
nimble,
right? Yeah.
we'll be able to get out of the way.
Can our ship's name? I know it's named the Raptor, but can we nickname it Jack? Because Jack be nimble.
Our ship.
Yeah, Jack the Raptor. Just don't say that too fast. Okay, next up, we pick one problem. Is the Raptor a fuel hog? Always needing energy crystals? Only one medical pod, and Captain Darcy is in it. Horrible circuit breakers. In battle, consoles tend to explode on the bridge. Or does it have a grim reputation? Captain Darcy did some bad stuff in the past. Don't ask about it.
I think it'd be kind of funny if there was one medical pod and I'm the doctor here and my equipment's kind of locked in there with him and such, so...
I also think that there's only one medical pod.
Right. We're just gonna
I
have
got
to
a
feel
bad
on the
feeling
fly.
about this, guys. But yeah, let's do that.
There's only one medical pod.
Yeah, sounds like a good one to me.
Okay.
We're a small crew. We didn't expect to need more than one.
You know
There's
what?
only
We
6
have to
of
have a
us.
doctor on board. So
If there wasn't enough money, so be it. Just take it easy. Relax. No one will get hurt. That's why we can dodge stuff in sense, right?
Okay, so from here, we are going to proceed shortly in figuring out what we're actually doing, but a quick explanation of the rule system. When you do something risky, you roll a 1d6 to find out how it goes. Roll plus 1d6 if you're prepared, and another plus 1d6 if you're an expert. I will tell you how many dice to roll based on your character and the situation. Roll your dice to compare each die result to your number. If you're using lasers, you want to roll under your number. If you're using feelings, you want to roll over your number. If none of the dice succeeds, it goes wrong, and I tell you how things get worse somehow. If one die succeeds, you barely manage it, and at a cost at that. If 2 dice succeed, you do it well, good job. If 3 dice succeed, you get a critical success, and I tell you that you get something fancy. If you roll your number exactly, you have laser feelings. You get special insight into what's going on. Ask me a question and I'll answer you honestly. Some good questions. What are they really feeling? Who's behind this? How could I get them to blank? What should I be on the lookout for? What's the best way to something? And what's really going on here? You can change your action if you want to, then roll again. Helping. If you want to help someone else who's rolling, say how you would try to help and make a roll. If you succeed, give them plus 1d6. Okay, finally, I am going to decide what we're doing today on my handy dandy 46 table. So you're going to be addressing a threat, the Zorgon the Conqueror.
Zorgon the Conqueror.
Who wants to bond with the void crystals.
no.
Not the
Which will enslave a planet.
Wow.
not that.
Not if I punch him in the face hard enough.
I'm putting connections together.
Why would he defile those sacred void crystals?
Just for that.
That can place on its power.
Okay.
My
So
plant, they taught me to avoid crystals.
let's just run down from the top again. So just quickly say your name and title clockwise, starting from Marie.
My name is Miriam Quasarbaum. I'm a sexy scientist.
Trip hazard, dangerous pilot, and dashing young man.
I'm Bash. I'm a hotshot soldier. Female, if it wasn't clear.
Well, my full name is Dr. Dick Dolphson Dolph, but you can just call me Dr. Dick, and, you know, I take it easy sometimes, hit the vape.
I hope you forgive me if I'm never calling you that.
I'm Charles Bronson, the intrepid engineer.
All right.
And then we have the Raptor, Jack, which is nimble and has superior sensors, but only one medical pod. And we will be dealing with Zorgon the Conqueror, who is trying to bond with void crystals in order to enslave a planet. Why don't we begin? Let's start in the medical bay, where what's his name? Captain Darcy is in the medical pod, wheezing weakly as he fights off space infection, the space infection known as something else.
I've just got my ear to his chest, just like was feeling it rise and stuff, like that scene in Jurassic Park.
How am I gonna be, Doc? Is it gonna be okay?
No, Doc. Does it feel bad and on the inside too? Cause like out here it looks good, but like I'm seeing your face and such.
I can't feel my insides. Is that normal? Oh God, I don't know if it's normal.
If you can't feel them, Doc, then, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. My equipment. Oh, you see, they only gave me one bag, and I fit my suit in it and such. But like, I had to get my vape in there, so I didn't bring like my stuff. So like, yeah.
Can you fire him and replace him with a better doctor?
He's doing a great job. I have nothing but
already
faith.
in flight.
Dr. Dick.
I believe you do have faith.
We go way back.
Just keep sniffing that lavender flower I gave you earlier. It'll make your thoughts a little nicer and such. You know?
I have a feeling there's not much science behind that.
It's helping. It's definitely
He'll
helping.
be okay. And make sure you tell the nurse you're thankful. You know.
Darling, we don't have a nurse.
Oh, well.
Just us.
We're the only people on board the ship.
Well, I'm gonna need you to thank me then. You know that since we don't have a nurse, and the rest of the crew, they're kind of looking out for you. They've got some feelings and such. It's bringing everyone down. Being you being sick and things.
Oh God! Did somebody turn off the lights? Wait, no. There's one way off in the distance there.
I don't think you should follow that. So,
No. It looks warm and inviting.
I really don't think you should follow that light.
I'm gonna
Need you,
flick the lights
Captain.
off and on real quick. See if that helps.
Oh, he can get Charles to look at the lights for you if you really need, but I think you'll be all right if you sniff that flower, man. Just rest.
I don't think that's helping, Doctor.
Well, do you remember how to make that tea stuff? It's like uses some herbs and things.
Most teas use herbs, yes.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. Could you go make me one, please? But I'll be right out. He'll be okay.
Fine, Doctor.
As you're about to do that, the ship rocks with an explosion.
Battle stations!
What was that?
Damage in the fourth quadrant of the north sector.
What's
Damage
that
in the
mean,
fourth
Captain?
quadrant of the north sector. Oh no. Isn't that where our storage of valuable fuel cells is? We don't want them to explode.
In there.
Capacity at 30%.
Oh no. Quick. Charles, we should go and try and patch it up. I think together we might be able to do something. I should be able to stabilize the crystals.
I will head to the cockpit so that I can get ready for...
Alright.
I'm gonna head for the gun turret. I'm not gonna get cocky. I promise.
Okay, so I got distracted for a second there. Who's doing what?
The pilot is going to the cockpit so that if we need to fly, we can.
I'm running to the breach to see if I can fix the structural imperfections.
And I'm going to the breach to try and stabilize those crystals.
Strap your seatbelt in the cockpit, and then I'm gonna go run to the gunnery station.
I'm gonna head for the other gunnery station.
There's 2 guns. There's 3 guns.
Okay, so let's start with the cockpit. Trip hazard. You get into the cockpit and there are flashing red lights everywhere. The console in front of you is just burning with emergency signals everywhere. What do you do?
Oh man. Well, first I'm gonna put on my seatbelt.
Okay.
And then...
Don't want to get pulled over.
And then given my vast experience of being a pilot, can I identify like which of these flashing red signals tends to be more of an urgent thing?
Yes. Go ahead and roll a laser check.
Okay. Just, can I roll?
Yes. So
How many?
you are not prepared, but you are an expert. So you get 2d6.
Alright. So that is, my number is a 3. I rolled a 1 on one of my dice, and a 6 on my other dice. So I passed, but with 1.
Okay. That means that you succeed, but at a cost.
Yes.
So you react purely on instinct and begin flipping switches to try and extinguish the fires that you see in the engine room, but you accidentally flip a switch that powers down the one of the gunning turrets, and yeah.
One of the turrets is turned off.
But you see in front of you now that the console has quieted and it has returned to its normal operating state, that there is a large ship in the distance.
Cool. I would like to try to hail them over comm and say, "This is your last warning. We're not in the mood to fuck around right now. I strongly urge you to back down." If there's communications devices.
You are nothing but a burn to Zorgon the Conqueror.
Alright, I will.
You see a grotesque figure appear in the comlink, and it is your old friend Zorgon the Conqueror, who has been harassing you for the last 3 solar periods on your journeys.
Damn it, Zorgon, you want to dance? And I will begin taking evasive maneuvers.
Okay, roll a lasers check.
Alright.
Because you are not prepared still, but you are an expert, you get 2d6.
Ooh, I rolled a 1 and a 2, which are both under my number of 3.
Okay, that means that you succeed and you do it well. Good job.
Ooh, we're darting around in the sky.
Okay.
In the space.
Let's switch over to the breach. That is where Charles Bronson is currently trying to repair the damage. You see fuel cell fluid leaking and spraying everywhere as you approach the hallway where you know the breach is located.
Shit. We're losing fuel fast, Miriam.
Yes.
What's the safest way to contain this liquid?
Well, generally glass containers with pretty much anything that is not porous should do. Well, actually, porous should work. We can just mop it up. Just don't touch it with your hands. It burns. Quick.
Okay.
I think that there's a mop closet, a broom closet, just down this hallway.
And indeed there is.
Swing the door open, and I'll grab a mop and a mop bucket. Just try and mop up that fuel.
Okay, go ahead and roll a laser check, I guess.
How many dice?
Let's go feelings, cause it's more of an artistic endeavor to try and, I don't know.
Mop up fuel.
How many dice?
So you're not prepared, but you are a sexy scientist, so you have experience dealing with fuel. I'll let you decide whether it's lasers or feelings. I don't even know.
I would prefer lasers,
Okay.
personally.
It's cleaning up caustic, volatile chemicals.
I failed on one and I succeeded on the other. I got 5 and a 2.
Okay, that means that you only succeeded with 1, which means that you succeed, but at a cost. And indeed, as you're mopping, you accidentally forget to swap out your space boots with hazardous chemical protection boots, and your left leg is severely burned by the encounter.
Not my leg. I'll use that to walk.
Yes.
I'm gonna switch to my toxic chemical boots and then go in the fuel room.
You're gonna heroically change shoes.
Yes, seeing your comrade in pain and very uncomfortable with her new burns, chemical burns, you switch into your safety gear and head into the fuel room. You see that the fuel cells 1 through 7 are in fact quite damaged.
Oh no. Can I assess the damage? See if I know how to fix it?
Yes, that is also going to be a lasers check.
Okie doke. How many dice?
So you are a intrepid engineer, so that means that you are an expert and you get 2 dice. I'm sensing a pattern in what we're rolling.
Yeah. So I rolled a 2, which is good for lasers, and a 5, which is my number.
Okay, that means that you have laser feelings. You can ask me one question and I will answer honestly.
In a game or out of game?
What can I do to save the most of this fuel?
So, you know that fuel cells are self-replenishing, but are in fact fuel phobic. So you need to cleanse the atmosphere of the evaporated fuel cell fluids so that the fuel cells can properly regenerate.
Are they flammable?
Yes.
I'm assuming that's a bad idea.
Or is it a good idea? Is it a great idea even?
I don't think that an explosion in the fuel area would be the best for us.
I do believe that is what has gotten us in this situation in the first place.
Can I use my knowledge of the ship's ventilation systems to vent the gas out of the room? Because I am the engineer.
Well, you can certainly try. Fortunately, you've spent many a night trying to study the Raptor's ventilation systems in preparation for just such an event, and you are both prepared and an expert. Roll 3d6.
Is this lasers or feelings?
This is lasers.
Cool. I rolled 2 2s and a 5.
2 2s and a 5.
Which is
You got laser feelings again.
laser feelings.
Yep. You can go ahead and ask, or you can just take the success.
I'm gonna take the success, but can I also ask what caused the damage to the fuel cells?
Yes. And in fact, it's sabotage.
J'accuse!
That's so not chill.
This doesn't look like an accident.
What? Who could it have been?
Sabotage our ship.
From the inside? I'm not.
Could it have happened when we were last docked?
It's possibly. I don't think I would have noticed had something not happened.
I mean, I don't want to distrust any of our crew except for maybe the doctor, but I think that one makes sense. And it's less that I distrust his ability to cover my back and more that I don't trust his ability to medically assist anyone, actually.
I understand why you get that vibe, but I don't think that the doctor would sabotage us like this.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying, is I don't think he'd do that. I also don't think he's competent at his job.
And then I'm gonna flick the switch and vent out the gas.
Yeah, you do.
Last time I got a cut on my finger, he just told me to rub some thyme on it because that would help it in time.
Time does cure all wounds.
Oh God! On that note, let's cut over to the gunnery pods, where
I'm just
I
taking
feel like
my
somebody's
time.
having a bad time somewhere.
yeah. So you have Dr. Dick and
Bash.
Bash
Say that again.
in the 2 gunnery pods. Why don't you describe what you're doing?
I was going to help out Bash because I've never been down here actually before, so I was just taking a stroll with my tea that I had gotten earlier, and I pulled out this I have a syringe of medicine. It's actually a steroid. It doesn't really work on humans, so I thought to bring it down, and I had this feeling to inject it into the turbo fuel rods for the guns to boost his damage and accuracy. So I was just gonna bring that down there and just squirt it right into the engine in the place where, where I think the heart might be, but, it's not a human, so I don't really know much.
Okay, so you are neither an expert nor prepared. So go ahead and roll a feelings check.
All right. So 1d6?
Just to make sure that I understood what you just said. You're squirting steroids into the engine to try and make
and the
it run
steroid
better.
is a nitrous solution that was supposed to superpower a human, but it doesn't work on humans. They die.
Okay.
I'm already a super soldier.
And then it turns
I'm
out
injecting it into the gun.
Yeah, it turns out Captain Darcy isn't your first captain.
Yeah. Might have happened to the
Is he like
captain.
a
but
holistic medicine
I'm rolling a d6, right?
You haven't
Yeah.
figured that out yet?
I rolled
You
a
told the
3.
doctor to smell left.
Okay, so you rolled a 3, which is indeed higher than your feelings check. So you succeed, but at a cost. And as you squirt in the fluids into the engine, the ship rocks with another explosion. And you, your arm goes flailing and you accidentally get some of the steroid in your eye.
Yes.
My chill.
Wow, you're wearing sunglasses and you got in your eye. That's impressive.
No, it's seeps right under there, dripped on my hair, man. But no, I'll be cool. I'll just sit over here. Do your thing.
All of a sudden, you have a piercing headache, and all the lights just are too bright even behind your sunglasses.
Go get the doctor for me. Oh shit, that's me.
Here's some lavender.
Hey, Dr. Paul, you have a patient. Oh.
I'll just pull out a black permanent marker and just sniff it real quick and take a hit of my vape.
Go ahead and roll a feelings check to recover.
4.
Okay, that is indeed over your number. So you succeed in recovering, and
Better.
yeah, the vape really takes the edge off, and as your vision begins to normalize and readjust, you notice that you can actually see things a little bit sharper than before.
Oh, dude, yeah. Adding in that frog juice with the banana vapors, you can see 2045 with this stuff, man. It's super radical.
Not listening, firing gun.
It's gonna work better, I think.
Okay.
All right, I get to the gun.
Yes.
And I sit down in it.
Okay.
I turn off the targeting computer because those things are useless. I'm gonna freeball this one.
Okay. You spin around wildly, but as you begin to get ready to fire at your target, all of a sudden, the lights go off.
Crap! Is the pod broken again? Dolph, what'd you do?
I just put the super blaster stuff in there, but it might glow because I helped you out. So just look a little bit closer and you have enough light.
Is what he says true?
I did give you a plus d6 for the help.
No, so you have to roll against your check before you can give a plus 1d6 for the help.
Oh, is the help included with his action? Do I roll it with that then?
So what happens is you roll your thing, and if you succeed, you give him another 1d6.
Yeah, that's what I intended to do with mine.
With his boosting of the guns.
Because I injected his go.
okay.
That was him rolling it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you did succeed, so you do get a 1d6.
Cool.
So yeah.
I can't shoot.
What are you going to,
I'm gonna try and use that energy field that connects all things to try and shoot the gun accurately at Zorgon's ship.
the guns are still off.
I'm gonna try and fix the gun, then I'm gonna try and do that.
Okay. You begin flipping switches wildly to see if you can get the power back on. Roll a feelings check with 1d6 because you are not prepared or an expert.
I got a 3. It's above my number.
Yes! You succeed, and the turrets whir back into life, but unfortunately the gyroscope is misconfigured because you forgot to calibrate it during the turn-on sequence. So, you know how like when you had those old GameCube controllers and like you had the stick move to the left when you turned on the console? That's what's happening. It's just like constantly just sliding over to the left.
Okay.
But yeah, so you now have operational turrets.
All right, I'm gonna try and shoot at Zorgon's ship for real this time.
Okay,
Get him, girl.
you tap into the energy field that connects all beings and begin firing your turret. Go ahead and roll. What's your roll again? You are a soldier, so you are an expert. 2d6.
Wouldn't it be
Does
3D?
this thing help? Or
Oh yeah, plus the help. 3d6.
Nice. 2, 4, 6.
Okay, you fire and you hear an impact as your lasers slam into the.
Is 2 your number?
Do I get laser feelings?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you get laser feelings also.
All right. May I ask my question after we hit them?
Yes.
All right, and then I get to roll that d6 again, right?
If you land on your number, it still counts as a success, but you also get to ask a question.
Oh, you get to change then roll again. Oh, okay, if you want to. Okay,
It doesn't necessarily count as a success if you only have 1d6, as far as I can tell.
I thought it still counts as a
It counts as a
success.
success, but if it's a 1d6, then it's still like success, but at a cost.
Okay, got it.
But you can
Fair
ask
enough.
the question and choose your.
So is that a 3, and then also a question, or?
Yeah, so you get 3 successes and a question.
All right, how much did I just screw up his ship?
You screwed it up quite royally, and you see little Cthulhu-esque monsters begin to leak out of the new hole that you ripped into his hull.
That's not my lavender. What the hell is that stuff?
With your steroid-powered eyesight, you see that these are the Blorgons that have been chasing you throughout the sector for the past 3 solar periods.
Those things have no chill. They've been on our tail for so long. Hey, why don't you shoot at that one this time?
More lasers!
Okay. You once again tap into the fields and begin firing where you feel like you should fire. And go ahead and roll. Let's say 2d6.
3 and 6.
Okay, those are both successes. So you begin seeing little puffs of blue and black and green blood spurt into a cloud as you pick off the bodies floating through space one by one. You hear ethereal yells echo through the cockpit as this is happening.
I feel like that's not possible.
Okay.
So, you think they're gonna leave us alone after that one?
Well, I know. Let's see what our intrepid pilots are up to.
Smash cut to the pilot.
Still flying.
You begin to see the scene that just happened.
Okay, cool. Do I get the feeling that if I were to like run into one of these, it would just like explode or like splatter everywhere and die? Or do I get a feeling that that would be bad and I should avoid hitting them?
They are person-sized, so they will go splat if you hit them, but they're very close to the enemy ship.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to try and get around to the enemy ship's butt so that our gunner will have access to those engines to try and take it out so that it's a dead ship stuck in space.
Okay, so you begin to power up the engines and go for a flanking maneuver. Go ahead and roll 3d6.
Feelings or lasers?
Lasers. Well, no, feelings. Because you're trying to...
Okay, well, I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Okay.
Before you said what it was going You said lasers. It was a 1-1 into 2, and then you said no, it's feelings, and I'm like, okay, this is considerably worse.
My goal is to give you as much of an emotional roller coaster as possible, and I think I did that.
Definitely keep telling us what it's going to be, and then we roll, and then tell us it's the opposite. That's a good DMing technique. I like it.
Okay, yes, I'll keep on doing that. But
in the meantime, I fail miserably.
So you try and make a flanking maneuver, and as you do so, the hull begins to scrape against the enemy hull, and you feel the body of the ship vibrate. And very shortly, you hear another voice over the intercom.
Hull shields down. Damage of hull at 33%.
And you hear me over your intercom then go, Trip, hitting things is bad for the hull.
Then you hear me over the intercom.
Stop
Trip.
doing that.
Trip, boarding party? Great idea!
Then you hear me responding, thanks, Bash, you always know what I have in mind.
Intruder alert, intruder alert, intruder alert.
I think they had that idea. Fuck my voice. I think they might have had that idea first.
I set my phaser from kill to extra kill.
I bolt out of the gunnery area towards the beach.
Pull out my pistol. I'll turn. Do you think we're gonna be okay? I'm not much in a firefight.
Well, if there's any more damage to the hull, we're gonna be spaced, so.
Alright, then I'm gonna head to the engines. Maybe I can whip something up that'll give it a boost.
Okay.
Quick question for the DM, is the engine room still on fire?
No, because that would have made Dr. Dick's job very difficult.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go try and assess the hull damage.
Okay, so we have Miriam going to the engine room. We have Charles.
I am gonna make sure I grab my engineer's wrench before we head over there, though.
Oh, well.
Gotta make sure I have that shit on.
Aren't you prepared? So what is Trip doing?
Trip will unbuckle his seatbelt. So you know things are about to get dangerous. And then he will, they're boarding. I've been rolling ones all night. I feel like my laser phaser pistol is just, dying to have its trigger pulled. Yeah, I'm good at combat speak. I like guns and stuff. So I'm gonna go to the action. I'm gonna abandon the cockpit area heroically and just look for a firefight to take part in.
Okay. Bash, it sounded like you were going to go join the firefight.
Yeah, so hopefully, Bash.
Do we have an armory?
Yes.
I head for the armory.
Okay. And then finally, Dr. Dick, what are you doing?
Well, you see, I have to get up to the front lines, but first I need to go get my stuff from the locker room. So I run into Charles, while he's picking up his wrench, and I'm looking for something to mix in with this new solution I've just created and figure out it gives people perfect eyesight. But I need something to water it down. So the fastest thing I think of is some contact solution, and I've got some lime juice, so I'm gonna kind of mix these things together really quick and put it in 4 syringes in my fingers. And I see Charles, and I'm like, Charles, quick, you need some of this. It's gonna make you look really good, man. I've got a really good feeling it's not gonna kill you. And I just jab it right into him.
Can I not?
To help his next act. I want to help your next action.
By jabbing a syringe into your eye.
Yeah,
That's
not into your eye, just into your body somewhere. Maybe your arm.
Contact solution.
I'm giving you drugs, man.
Lime juice and nitrous.
Coconut.
Yeah, it's like nitrous solution, lime juice, and contact solution. So
The
yeah.
stuff that we established killed the last person you tried it on?
Yes.
Okay. So
watered it down.
Contact solution.
hold on. So I rolled for you to see if you successfully created the solution.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you whether you did.
Good.
What I am going to do is I'm going to let you and Charles both roll a lasers check to see if you successfully get,
I failed.
I just rolled a 1. Can I snatch it out of his hand before he stabs me with it?
That's why he fails.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna snatch it out of his hand and just look at him and go, I'll use it on my own time, thanks.
Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna go find the others.
And I bolt away.
Okay. Did you make extra doses then?
Yeah, I made enough for the whole party.
Oh god.
We're in danger.
Including
Okay.
yourself or just your.
I think we found the saboteur.
Okay.
It might not have been on purpose, but I think we found.
So
I'm the dangerous doctor.
So during the kerfuffle, but before you run away, your glasses actually like flip and like fall off your face. And Charles, you see during this moment that Dr. Dick has like one enlarged green and red eye. It's just like Christmas on an eyeball. It's glorious.
But man, you can see like everything, dude. Like, just try it, bro. Just when you're trying to look for something like you really need, just right in your neck.
You need a professional.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna point at the mirror.
Oh man, that's not cool. But I can still see though. I'm gonna find the others. It's good for front lines, man. So I'm gonna get going. Fumble with my glasses, put them back on. I look good now though, right? Alright, peace out.
I'm just gonna stand there speechless while that happens.
Oh man. Okay. So
That's what I do. I gotta find it. Your insurance covers this. Only this guy, buddy.
I have my prime care provider.
Spacecade.
Bash, you are you show up at the armory, and before you see a range of implements that somebody prattled on at you about during the Space Academy when you were trained to become a Marine, but yeah, you don't remember that much about it.
I
Grab the big
grab
one.
everything.
You start throwing things into your pack and on your bandolier and strapping it to your legs so that you kind of have to do like an awkward like waddle.
I put on a trench coat and have guns line the inside.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Yep, you have all of the guns. All of them.
Except for all of our individual blasters, which we keep
Yes, of
readily
course.
at our hips.
Of course. How else are we supposed to protect ourselves in times of danger?
Miriam, I will protect you.
Well, you're headed to the front lines right now, and I'm headed to the engine bay.
Yeah, I'm protecting you from afar. Nipping the problem in the bud.
Okay. Yes, meanwhile, Charles, Bash, and Trip all meet up at the breach where you see traces of slime coating the hallway from where the intruders came through.
Oh, so they've
I'm still
come
in my
through.
hazard gear,
Yes.
so I'm gonna trough through it and go check out the hull damage.
Okay, roll a lasers check. You are prepared because you grabbed the engineering wrench, and you are, yeah, so roll 3d6.
Well, my number is 5, and I rolled a 1, a 4, and a 4.
Yeah, that is a excellent success. So you not only realize how to fix the hull damage in exceptionally fast time if you so choose, but you realize a way to make the enemy's ship ship's hull damage, like the hole that they came through and like space walked through to get into your ship, even worse somehow.
Like to make it worse to me or them?
To them.
To them.
Rip out part of their ship, put it on ours. Problem solved.
Yeah. Well, if they're gonna go through it, I'm gonna wait to fix our hull until after they're through. So I'm gonna see if I can burst their hole a little larger so that they can jump through it.
Okay. So yeah, you're
nitrous steroid.
You're waiting.
I do. I'm waiting to use that.
And we also have Bash and Trip.
All right, well, Bash, I don't want to imply that I'm scared and need to follow a lady into combat, but you do have a little bit more training in this area than me. So you want to lead and I'll cover your back?
Sure. Here, take these. I'll hand you 3 different guns.
I'm like carrying them like this. I'm like slowly, awkwardly, like strapping them until I
Shoving a couple down your leg belt.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm holding one, and it's big, I guess. It's big because that's what I'm holding. It's large. It's like a baby, but of death. A death baby, but in a cool way.
As you're having this thought, you look down at the barrel of the gun, and in fact, etched on it is Death Baby.
I knew it. And as we walk in, I'm gonna call the Bash and I'm gonna say, "Hey, are you a VF-76X phaser pistol? Cause you're stunning."
Mine's set to extra kill. I appreciate the thought. And then I'm going to pull out 2 phasers John Woo style and slow-mo walk forward. Not by choice, but mostly because I am so weighed down by holding the entire armory that I cannot walk at a normal speed.
You are noticeably encumbered.
Okay.
I can probably come up with a solution for that, you know? Just I can't.
Brain check!
Alright. I'm going
Carry a lot
to
of guns, yeah.
stop at the science deck on my way to the engine room, and I'm going to pick up some of my stock nitrous, you know, because see, I have this problem. I keep stocking up on nitrous and it keeps disappearing, so hopefully there's some left.
You simply can't figure out what's going on with this resource.
And I'm gonna pick some up.
Just
along with a little bit of
knowledge. Just for my out-of-game knowledge, are we talking about nitrous oxide, like haha happy gas, or nitrous like the fuel?
The dangerous stuff.
The fuel.
Both are dangerous, but okay, fuel. Got it.
I'm talking about the fuel that is usually used in cars to make them go zoom zoom.
Whatever the liquid one is, that's what I have in my syringe that I'm injecting people with.
I think I know where it's going now.
Yeah.
Okay. You grab some nitrous.
I'm gonna pick up some nitrous. I'm also gonna pick up a very small vial of diluted dark matter. This is just as a backup. Just as a backup. I'm gonna head to the engine room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try, and if I don't meet anything along the way, I'm gonna inject that nitrous into the fuel system with the engine and try and overload it so we get a nice, so we can like zoom away from their shit.
Okay. I assume you try to do this as precisely as possible, and go ahead and roll. You are a scientist, so you are an expert. That would be 3d6.
Thank you, darling. That is a 2 and a 5, so that is 2 successes and 1 failure.
Okay, with 2 successes, you do a good job, and the engines are boosted, giving you greater maneuverability in the future.
When a pilot is piloting it.
Okay.
Which is not now when the pilot is exiting the ship. It's fine. It will be good.
Worst case scenario, I just blow us all up.
Trip and Bash. Go ahead and roll a feelings check.
All right. Just with a little one.
For each other.
So the pilot, just one. Soldier gets 2.
Well, I'll roll a second. A 1 and a 3, so 1 success.
I rolled a 5, so I succeed.
Okay, both of you succeed. You realize almost at the very last second that there are 2 Cthulhu-esque tentacle monsters hiding around the corner, but you have the drop on them.
I almost scream on your 6, but I don't because we have the drop on them. I'll do like a complicated, like I point at you and then I point at them and then I point at me and then I point at you again and then I like hold up the death baby and then we nod in unison as we prepare to. I think, do we each target our own or do we want to super murder one of them? And we each target our own. Yeah.
Okay.
We're like back to back if that works with what we're aiming at.
So I'm imagining like a T-shaped corridor.
Okay, yeah.
And there are Cthulhu-esque monsters on the left and the right corridor, just kind of like feeling like they're really sneaky, kind of waiting there.
Yeah.
So they're both like,
so we're like
in opposite directions and like,
Yeah. Yeah, you like leap through the air and just start firing at them. Go ahead and roll your fields check. Since you're prepared, an extra 1d6, so that'd be 2 and then 3.
All right. I failed 1. I got laser feelings on 1, and I got a 6. So I passed 1, failed 1, and got laser feelings.
You were the 2. So we'll keep the laser feelings and the fail, unless you want to do the succeed and the... You're a pilot, so you only get 2.
Okay, I misunderstood you. Can I just re-roll? That's easier. Or...
Sure.
I got laser feelings and a 6.
Okay.
same thing.
Except for without the 1, without the failure, it's better.
What'd Bash get?
2, 4, 6.
Wait, are you rolling feelings?
Okay, so that's all good. What was your number again? 5? 2.
Since you're shooting.
2. Okay, so you both got laser feelings.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I think Bash should go first.
Oh.
With the laser feelings question.
I will do the critical success, or the full success, and then also I would like to know how many more of these things are on my ship.
Okay. You realize that these are the only 2. And as for you?
I'd like to know if Bash thinks I'm hot.
I can't answer that. So Bash?
Yes.
All right, good. I'm gonna smirk coyly then.
Yes. A sudden peace falls over both of you as you set about your task. You jump into the intersection and you both have these sudden flashes of insight as the laser bolts start flying.
The intersection.
I'm gonna be honest, that makes me really happy. Bash is like, we killed them all, awesome, and like, I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm hot. Don't I look great doing this?
I look so cool holding this death baby right now.
Jumping through the air and firing it. I look so cool right now.
That's accurate. That is an accurate summary of how Tripp's feeling.
It's showing that you're a good father figure, how well you take care of this baby.
I can be your father figure.
Anyways, your bolts fly true, and with a blood-curdling yell, the 2 Cthulhu-esque monsters, the 2 Blorgons, crumple to the floor and begin smoking and sizzling with their burn holes.
The hard part isn't killing him. The hard part is dealing with their screams as they die. Ow.
Right?
Sorry.
Can I,
You're fine.
Is there... So there's a breach in our hull, a breach in the enemy hull. are they pushed next to each other like a makeshift hallway or doorway, or is there space in between?
There are a couple of meters in between, like you can't reach the other side, but you could like do a quick jump.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna push the body of my fallen enemy out into that extra meters of space, and it's just gonna as a way of cleaning up our mess.
Over the intercom.
This is my ship.
Trip. We're ready for overload on the engines. Anytime you want to get us the fuck out of here.
Did they jump back through the hull?
Did they jump back through the...
Are we still on our ship? Or
You're all on your ship.
We were about to enter to their ship, but then we took care of the perceivable threat without needing to. So...
I mean, I could still go over to that ship and blow it the hell up from the inside.
But wouldn't that take you with it?
Death and glory!
Maybe we should try to blow it up from the outside.
Fine, that's the boring answer.
I mean, hey, you are a strong, independent woman, Bash. Don't let some man tell you what to do.
Okay, but in the meantime, we have this breach that Charles is standing next to.
Yeah, so I already made theirs worse.
Okay.
Do we have an explosive on us?
You do not have an explosive on you.
Bash does, because Bash has literally everything from the armory on their body right now.
Bash have a bomb on her?
Yes. But Bash does not remember which are the bombs and which are the antimatter shields. So why don't you roll a lasers check, Bash?
Could be a flash grenade. Could be a bomb.
You got
I have no idea what these are. Some of these might be shields. Hey, could you identify? Mr. Engineer Man?
Yeah, can I tell by the markings on the outside, or
you can roll
a fuel injector, so that's a combustible.
You can roll 2d6.
I will definitely do that.
God damn it, Joe, why are you so good at RP? Oh, that's a fuel injector, so it's obviously a combustible. You're not wrong.
I rolled a 3 and a critical feeling.
Okay. So
it's like a spider sense, it's tingling.
Yes, go ahead and ask your question.
My question is, which of these are shields? Because I would like to take one.
You know that almost all of them are shields, except for the one antimatter bomb. Captain Darcy had to stop restocking them because Bash would just keep on throwing them out the spaceport door and just letting them explode for fun.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna point to the one bomb and say, Bash, toss that through the hole.
On it! I drop everything else, pick up the football-shaped antimatter bomb, and throw it.
Arm it first.
I jump after it so I can catch up to it, so I can then arm it.
Okay, roll a feelings check. 1d6. You are not prepared, and you are not fit for space arming of things.
I got a critical feeling.
A laser feeling?
Laser feelings.
Yes!
That is extremely lucky. So what's your question?
Is this bomb enough to take out their whole ship?
No.
Disappointing, but expected.
But you know that it will critically damage them in a way that'll be very bad for them. So you launch yourself through the hull of your ship and begin like fiddling with dials just on raw instinct. All those hours launching antimatter bombs out the airlock has taught you which dials do what, and you know how to make the right set of lights appear on this before shoving it away from you into the enemy hull and using that momentum to bring yourself back into the Raptor.
And I will heroically catch you.
Thank you, Trip.
I'm assuming you do the anime
Anytime.
like, oops!
Right. Yeah, if you've seen Ruby, it's like when Blake catches Sun and he's all like, my hero. And she's all like, but I'm not all like, yeah.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Hey, Trip, we might want to not be here very soon.
Yeah, if you could get us the hell away from here, that would be great.
I will set you down and heroically run back to the cockpit.
Can I try?
I will bravely retreat from the combat area.
Before we start moving, can I try to fix our hull so that we don't take air damage or, you know?
Yes, but you succeeded at the check earlier, so it's just like done.
Oh, never mind.
You're just holding it.
We are about to go very fast.
Yeah, don't want to have a hull breach for that.
Buckle up, ladies and gents. It's about to get bumpy.
Okay, so you all return to your various stations after the hull has been repaired, and you all of a sudden hear the explosion of the antimatter bomb in the enemy ship, and you see just one of their engines just go spiraling off into space, apparently crippling them. They begin emergency maneuvers to try and land on the nearby planet Velothoth 7.
Velothoth 7? No, that's where my first lover lives. I mean, normal things.
It's better than numbers 1 through 4, but it has nothing on 5 or 6.
I didn't even think that place even had void crystals, but whatever, man.
Void crystals haven't been brought up yet at all. I'm getting
They were
there.
brought up in the
Like I
beginning.
said.
I'm a doctor. I know some things.
He's just so high that he just,
I'm just intuitive. Man.
Reality isn't the only thing he sees better with that eye.
I'm in my lab trying to put some things together. This new perception solution I came up with gave me some cool ideas. So I'm just gonna. I have some like leftover carbonite, some chewing gum, and some a whole onion. So I'm gonna make like something that is kind of like an inhalant that will help people endure things more.
I'm gonna be sitting there just tensely waiting. Ship's still not going. I'm gonna look down at that small ball of diluted antimatter. I'm gonna think to myself, do I have to? Is it time? I'm gonna go over the intercom again. Are we moving? Why are we moving?
Well, we're about to move. I told people to buckle up, and I gave them a courtesy.
I know this was back in the time though, while you guys were doing like all the fucking fights.
It's totally reasonable. I just want to be clear that now in the modern
And
era,
I'm going to have gotten ready to inject the antimatter, dark matter, whatever the fuck it was. And then I heard that over the intercom. Oh, thank goodness! And I'm going to try and cap it back up again. Get pulled back onto the console right next to the engine.
Okay. You begin pursuing the ship down to Velothoth 7.
yeah, we do.
Go ahead and roll a feelings check to try and struggle your way through the hostile atmosphere during your landing.
Okay. How many do I get to roll, knowing
get
that
to
the
roll
engines have been boosted?
4. Because the engines have been boosted, you're prepared, you see them going down there, and you have a second to be like, okay.
And you're a pilot.
And your last lover lived there, so,
And this
You've
is
been
a
there before.
Feelings check. So I rolled 2 5s, a 4, and a 3. My number is a 3, and it's a feelings check, so that means I passed 4 times with laser feelings.
Okay. So go ahead and ask your question.
Oh, well, my question is she on planet right now?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be awkward.
And she knows you're coming.
Is your first lover Zorgon the Conqueror?
No, I'm in this for sexy aliens.
We don't know if he might not be one of the Cthulhu-esque monsters. He might be just leading them.
He was described as ugly.
Yeah.
In the opening. Yeah. Okay. But otherwise, that's a fair question.
Anyways, we're going to use this opportunity to go on break for roughly 15 minutes. We'll throw a timer on, assuming it works, when we are about 10 minutes away from coming back. So with that, we will be back in a bit. And we're back! Welcome back, viewers. We are on the second half of this Lasers and Feelings adventure odyssey thing. And we have just landed on Velothoth 7, the jungle planet. You see...
Shit.
You see before you a... Yes, lots of plants.
Do we open the door to our spaceship to step out into the world?
The door opens. You see the...
I think there's one thing we need to do first. She got a Trip male got a hilariously successful role in trying to land.
Do we do some loop-de-loops and like some awesome tricks?
Yeah, so you just like ace that mofo and do some flips and shit and just kind of like circle around the flaming ship once or twice.
Our smoke trail literally leaves an A+ in the sky and then it fades into the clouds.
Trips ex-lover, see? This amazing landing.
Well, I don't know.
Who knows?
I only rolled one laser feeling, so I can't ask that question yet. But next time.
When are we going to introduce the name?
Yeah, her name is Sophie. Well, she goes by Sophie. It's Soft Landing.
Trip hazard, soft landing. Yeah, so you all land on this jungle planet, and before you see a expanse of flora and fauna, all very mysterious and sci-fi looking, except for Trip, who recognizes everything because, like, you lived here a while.
Yeah.
You spent like 3 months with Sophie on her jungle treetop house.
Summer loving happens so fast.
And just to be clear, this planet is probably mostly inhabited by aliens and not by humans, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you might say that some of them might even be sexy.
I think Sophie was. That's for sure.
There's lots of colors here. Holy shit. And my eyes are like bulging and my skin's a little pale and such. And I take a little mask and I inhale and I pull up and I have a little box and I have 4 more and go, these are pretty good, guys. It'll make you like not feel stuff if it pricks your finger, things like that. So if you try it, just let me know, and I'll give you the right instruction. Otherwise, I'm just a little sleepy. That's all.
Could you just hold on to that until I need it for me?
I'm a little more concerned about my burned leg, but you know.
Oh, I have got something for that too. I've got an epoxy. Hold on.
Epoxy? Are you going to put glue on my leg?
On the burn?
Yeah, I've got a feeling the glue I've got is like, it's good stuff. It's like made out of like crushed red pepper and it's got some aspirin like inside of it. So like, it's gonna burn on application, but like just relax.
I think that I'm just fine without that. I'll power through.
Can I roll a feelings check to sense his motive?
Yes.
It makes
you try and get in touch with your inner self and go ahead and roll a 1d6.
This one's more spacey.
Because you're not prepared for this journey into
That's a laser feeling.
Okay, what do you want to know?
I want to know, like, is Dr. Dick actually a licensed medical professional?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I've got my stuff right here.
Did he graduate from online university?
Yeah, look.
With his doctorate.
I've even got a business card right there.
Oh man, Fantasticide.
Plug.
I would not trust that company. Steer clear.
Yeah, they have a really bad reputation.
People who run through their program just.
We've got like a whole family business. Like my brother sells like Mechnopanthers and things. I'm the doctor.
Well, I think I'll pass on the red pepper, aspirin. You know, like if you could just sieve out the red pepper, I'll take the aspirin and rub it on my leg.
The aspirin's crushed. Like when I had you guys bring all the aspirin back and things and stuff, I crushed it up and added some stuff into it. That's what I made this out of. So like, That's why we've been out of aspirin for 3 weeks.
Why did you cross the ass?
Miriam, the terrain here is quite dense. If you'd like, I can carry you.
Oh, I have
That would be lovely.
I've got some nitrous, some stuff makes you see well. Side effects.
Nitrous is not.
mine's
Is that
peanut
where
butter.
my nitrous has been going?
Well, I mean, it's been on the ship, so
So it's
I mean,
Yes,
just
in the
I just
science
took what I
bay.
needed, you know. But like, here is some of it back. It's just, you know, just put it on. It makes you see well.
You don't inject that to yourself. That's
Well, it powers the
poison.
gut. It powered the turrets too, so I mean,
Yes.
it works out.
It's an accelerant. Accelerants
Yeah.
do that. They make things, you know.
I made them all really fast.
You don't put it in yourself though. It's not for
No,
organic
with
consumption.
the contact solution dilutes it out so it's compatible with the the immune system and things like that. And then
That is not how
blood
any
juice and
of
it
that
doesn't
works,
burn.
I'm pretty sure. I was told strictly that no matter the dilution, you do not put nitrous into yourself when I went to science school.
Well, it's keeping the captain up right now.
Science University.
So he's fine. he blinked this morning.
He is not fine. He's been
Well, he's been getting a
incapacitated for the
lot
last
worse
2
and
weeks.
worse, but he blinked after I gave him the syringe, you know? He's cool.
You guys, Sophie is gonna walk in on us having this argument, and it's gonna be so embarrassing for me.
Yeah.
But I think we should move on. And also, as a heads up to everybody here, if he offers you to inject nitrous, turn it down.
No, you can see better.
And I'm gonna throw some chewing gum in my mouth to make another batch of strength
Can I
epoxy.
try and take the sunglasses off of this doctor?
Yeah, I mean, my eyes are green. I said there are side effects, but I can still see perfectly 20/47.
Has his eye
Okay.
grown more since we last saw it, or is it still the
Yes.
same swollen?
It's getting slightly larger.
Your eyes look like somebody
s-
smacked you in the face with a Christmas bauble.
I'm gonna
Doused
start
in
walking
snake
forward a
venom.
little bit and just,
Yes, doused in snake venom.
paw
That's a
at
very
things that
accurate
aren't there
grip.
in front of me.
Wait, Dolph, here, take this. I'm gonna hand him the plasma whip from the armory, as well as
Yeah.
the laser revolver.
Why are we arming him?
I know how to use this.
I'm arming everybody. Praise
All
to
right,
be
shoot
prepared.
it up in the air.
Cool.
I regret this decision.
I'm keeping my engineer's wrench on me.
My
hand you a
brother's
couple
got
extra
one of
guns
these.
anyway.
He's got no
I'm
chill.
going
but-
to gather a bag
powered
full
wrench.
of miscellaneous chemicals and some good super glues and you never know when you need super glue. Some rope.
I've
Lots
got
of rope.
gum for super glue if you need.
That's not super glue. Just leave the science into those that science. Doctor, if you do respect, please.
Miriam, am I carrying you?
Yes.
Okay, would you
Good
like to be bridal threshold carried or piggyback carried?
I think piggyback is the
Okay.
best because then I can have my gun out and we can just like.
Cool. Look, can
Oh,
you...
I can hold your
can
gun
hold
and then I
Death
can
Baby.
like. Yeah, I can hold Death Baby where like I'm like on your shoulders and that way when you're holding me like we're still not
Yeah.
unarmed and we got protection.
Does this phaser gun Death Baby cannon does it involve a lot of kickback?
Yes.
Maybe you can't wield Death
Okay,
Baby
well, give-
while mounted on my piggyback.
Maybe I'll put Death
Fall down.
Baby like down, you know,
Right.
whatever, and I'll take your other laser pistol and I'll just dual wield laser pistols.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah.
Well, guys,
I don't have to use my hands to keep you on necessarily, so.
Does anybody know where
piggyback?
Zorgon would have landed?
And I have an injured leg. I can't use much of my leg.
No,
to-
but there's lots of colors out
Your
there.
arms
we saw a ship when we landed.
hold on for the most part. But I could.
Is that tree
Also,
still growing that fast?
Everyone, I just want you to know we have the most notorious killer in the galaxy, Dr. Dick, with us. So I feel like
I've never
as long
killed
as he directs his
anybody.
efforts at the enemies, we will be okay.
The notorious DICK.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you killed our second in command, Sir Frederick von Christon.
no, his body just gave up on him or something like that. He stopped breathing.
And on that rousing note, forward.
Kampai.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow shortly behind Bash.
I'm walking forward, swiping at stuff. I'm seeing things.
Yes. So you all begin your journey into the jungle, and why don't you pick one leader to lead the way through this wilderness who will be making a feelings check?
Well, I have been here before, but I
I'd
also
say, yeah, let's have
someone on
Trip
my...
show us.
Our pilot, I will assist by looking.
pointing at things that you see.
Yes.
I'm fascinated with
By
these
pointing
flowers and
in
stuff.
places that, yeah, pointing things out, and also just like when he looks to the left, I'm gonna look to the right. Just like keep point. Just
Okay.
keep point.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry, that was who was that?
I'm leading,
Okay.
but Miriam is assisting because she's on my back, and so she can quite literally have my back
Okay.
and check my blind spots.
So go ahead and roll your feelings check. You are going to be rolling 2, 3. So let's have Miriam roll first. Actually, you're going to be rolling 2d6.
Is this blue one poisonous?
I got 2 3s, so I do believe that's 2 fail.
Okay, so you don't do anything helpful, but
I still get 3.
I tried.
you still get 3.
Look at those bears. They look
And this is
suspicious.
a feelings check. I got 2 5s and a 1, so 1 fail, 2 successes.
Okay, that means that you perform adequately and you lead the party to the flaming wreckage of the Quasar Spin, your enemy ship. Actually, let's call it the Quasar Chomp.
Yes.
You guys have
The
done.
Quasar Thick Boy.
Quasar Thick Boy, done. Done and sold.
Are there any signs of life there?
So, as you arrive, you see this flaming wreckage that just like crashed through meters worth of trees. There's like small fires dotting the landscape. But as you approach, the door to the airlock actually slides open, and you see a silhouetted figure standing in the doorway.
Who's that?
Is that
I don't look too alright.
The Conqueror.
I shoot him with my lasers.
Okay, go ahead and roll a
Girl,
feelings
slow
check.
down.
1 or 2.
2.
1 and 5, so 1 success.
Okay, you shoot this figure, and it has a new hole burned in its chest, and it just kind of collapses and tumbles down the ramp leading to the ground. And you see that, unlike what you expected, this isn't a Cthulhu-esque figure, one of the Blorgons. This is, in fact, a human.
I can
It's-
run over and check it out.
It's as
I'm a
you
doctor.
approach, its body just kind of like reassembles itself, and you see bones becoming unbroken and sliding back into place. And it stands, and you see the pale face of your former captain, Texas Jimmy.
Now that is pain relief. What the hell? He reassembled himself.
Texas
I did
Jimmy.
it! I brought Jimmy back from the dead. You're welcome.
You're too late.
But
What's happened to you, sir?
No, man, you just didn't wait long enough. We're on time.
I have come to serve the glorious Zorgon the Conqueror.
No! Jimmy, no!
Man, he's not even cool.
He is quite cool.
But he tries to put things in places you should not.
Oh, hail Zorgon!
You're saying about how cool
I'm gonna blow some vape smoke in the guy's face.
We can't trust what you say about how cool
it's
he
vapor,
is.
not
Watch you.
smoke.
Oh, sorry about that. It's lavender though, so it smells good.
You see the like a neck hole like right here just kind of like convulse a couple of times as you hit it with the smoke.
I'm gonna take the pistols that I'm holding. I'm gonna shoot. We're just gonna keep
I got some cream for that whole. Oh,
Roll
right
some
when you shoot.
feels.
I'm gonna
Specifically
stand
one.
super still so that she can shoot without me impeding her.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Is that success?
Abby,
Yes.
you're still a bit
Yes.
quiet. Can you like?
Feels are high, right? You want high on feels?
You can probably just like put it in front of you and then readjust the feels are high.
Yes, I rolled a 6, so I succeed.
Okay. You hit Texas Jimmy and you see his body lurch backwards as several more bolts fly through him. But he still stands. Fools! Zorgon has already left this place. He proceeds to the Temple of Zargul to find the Void Crystals.
Now, void crystals, with them you have infinite power.
He will bring all of you into his fold as he has brought me.
I'm
no
so
way,
sorry
man.
he molested you like that.
I will not join their hive mind.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't want
Why'd
to
you all
enter
switch
his
everything like
folds.
this, man? You just all
I
kicking
don't want
and stuff.
part of them Terry
Orifice
folds.
that is. No, thank you.
So, like, he does this thing with crystals and we're all about it and everything like that. Like, does everyone,
not.
like, die? Is it bad? Like, I'm not really feeling this, man.
It is glorious.
I'm going to take a small flash bomb out of my pocket. I'm going to I'm going to quickly take a empty canister bomb, fill it with a sticky adhesive, and just try and arm it and chuck it
Okay.
at our old captain.
Some more feelings check. Since
Try
you
and
came prepared, you can
tangle
roll
up.
2.
Do a real tangle on this bastard. Ooh, that is not good for them feelings. Those are 2 failures.
Okay.
I do not feel good.
So
Bad.
you are thrown off by this hideous mockery of human life, and you just kind of like chuck it into the wilderness and it goes.
Adhesive.
Was that your? Oh, I mean, I've got one too. Hey, Captain, were you planning on like trying to hurt us or something, or like, are you just talking? Because you don't look like.
I am merely an ambassador of the glorious Zorgon.
Well, I was trying to hit him with adhesive so he couldn't follow us.
Oh no, I have that strength epoxy. That blue flower I found, the poisonous one. Yeah, I'm gonna just crush it up and put it on top of my epoxy so it acts in reverse, and stick it on his leg so it seizes up his leg instead of freezes it, and so he can't move easily.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a feelings check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you. You're way out of your like.
I
zone
did come
here,
with the
so-
strength epoxy prepared.
Okay, 2d6.
And he is a doctor.
6 and 5, those are both successes.
Okay. You do that, and indeed, you stick him to the ground, but because you had to approach, Texas Jimmy suddenly lurches at you and sinks his teeth into your neck hole.
Oh, not cool, man. Come on.
Oh no, he's turning into a space vampire.
Texas Jimmy!
My wrench at Texas Jimmy's neck.
Okay.
I got something for this though.
Go ahead and roll a feelings check.
Hit my
With
vape home getting bit.
2d6, because you are very familiar with dealing with, this thing.
Percussive
Sounds-
maintenance, shall we say.
The wrench.
Yeah, percussive maintenance. I'm doing some on Texas Jimmy's neck.
Did you use my syringe yet? You can get an extra D6.
Maybe.
So I rolled a 1 and a 6, which is a success and a fail.
Yeah, that means that you get 1 success, which means that you succeed.
cost.
And indeed, you do succeed at a cost. Texas Jimmy gets, you throw it so hard that the neck with its rotting flesh separates from the body, which collapses in a heap. And now Dr. Dick has a new necklace. Head necklace.
Oh, like his head's hanging on me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna try to pry it off.
And I'm gonna take one of my pliers and just take one of the tooth that's stuck in my shoulder and pull it out and then throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Can one of you dispose of this body, please?
As that happens, you see a little baby Cthulhu-esque monster thing just kind of like squirm out of the neck hole and just start like slug squinching its way along the environment.
Step on it.
Interesting. I'm gonna extract some of its goo before we kill it.
I said I was gonna step on it.
I feel
Make
like
sure to poke air holes.
once she steps on it, goo will come out, and then you can easily collect the goo, so both can happen.
Oh, I'm gonna take some of the goo and put it on my tongue.
Immediately eat some of this space alien
stuff
goo.
is strong.
Okay. So let's break this down into the things that are happening, right? So we got Miriam, who is going to be stepping on the slug. So that just happens and it dies.
So I suppose I will no longer give you a piggyback roll.
Yes.
Ride. Yes, I will desist piggybacking.
Interesting.
You will dismount.
I am rapidly finding out that the system is not made for direct combat. So, and then as for the slug slime tasting, why don't you go ahead and make a feelings check with the 1d6?
Yeah. That's a 2. That's right on the button. That's a laser feel.
feelings.
Okay, well, what's your question?
My question is this stuff toxic and can I weaponize it?
That's 2 questions. You get 1
Can I
question.
weaponize this?
Welcome to me with every artificer I ever play.
So,
Doctor.
what's interesting about this particular substance is that it is either harmful or helpful depending on the temperature that it is consumed at, or like the temperature it's at.
I can add this to like almost anything with heat, or maybe I can just keep it chill, you know?
Yes, if you cool it down to ice cold temperatures, it actually becomes extremely volatile and will explode.
Cool. Since it's a little warm, I'm gonna put it in a jar and eat a little bit more.
Okay, that's a thing.
Warm was good, right?
Warm's good.
Warm's good.
You could use your patch that freezes up the leg to make it cold and then explode it.
Exactly.
Okay, so with that handled, you now have a new destination, for you have found out that Zorgon the Conqueror has headed to the Temple of Zargul, which...
I'm walking
Trip,
at
you know where that is?
Yes, Trip Hazard recognizes it as the temple of the Terrarani civilization, which is an ancient culture that she knows that Sophie is a former priestess of.
Well, I can't walk at the same pace, so I'm just like going faster than slow, fast and then slow.
Trip.
Oh, guys, this stuff is like, I can feel it like beating inside.
All right, yeah, you should lead the way since you're being inconsistent. We don't want to accidentally leave you behind. I will take up the rear. I'll make sure no one comes and surprises us. I'm not hiding.
We're
it's
taking
fine.
the green path, right?
Can we not just ingest mysterious substances from this point forward? I'm getting quite concerned about your habits.
Well, I wouldn't be that concerned because the green one keeps going right where I'm going. I can see it. And that one, it's not working. So just keep on this path and try to keep up.
You guys are
And I
also
start
concerned
moving
about
real
his
slow.
habits, right?
Think about it this way: if it backfires, then we're just rid of him.
I guess we will be free to finally hire another doctor because the captain won't keep insisting on keeping his long-term friend as a doctor.
Hashtag nepotism.
Reach down, grab another flower, sniff it, put it in my mouth.
This one's not poisonous if you want to try it, and keep going.
I feel like I heard a story about this before. Some future, like a Rama. Is that with Zoidberg?
Don't know what you're talking
No.
about.
No.
I think I have it wrong.
Was that a Cthulhu that we killed earlier? I'm confused.
I think it was a baby one.
Oh.
Well, we
Hey,
march on through the forest.
Trip, is this the planet where they have the thing? It's like a frog. You can just like lick the back of it or something, and it's like it makes you like think differently, like enlightenment.
No, that's Zolakarn 4.
Oh, that's right. They have that eel here.
They're called they're called sugar toads.
Oh, we just call them lickback toads in the lab.
The technical name, the official name is sugar toads, or Sugaris totus.
Oh, we didn't use like scientific names.
yeah.
Stuff was too hard to remember, so we just like kind of made up nicknames and
It's space
name
Latin.
tags on stuff in the lab. But like, you know, we figured it. It worked out. But no, lickback toads or whatever you call them.
Okay.
That's what I'm.
I don't know what lab you worked in, but
The eels here are called
Label things.
they're called Eurythea eels. They like to enter through the urethra.
Oh, that's right.
I never want to think about this ever again.
On that helpful note,
They're the ones that you can harden and break open and like drink the stuff, or the ones you had to like squeeze it out. But
Oh, you need to break them, or else that you just it's not happy if you don't. It's
okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Yes, this was conversation that was happening while we were walking, but we have now arrived
Yes.
at our destination, maybe, or something else. Is
So you arrive at the front door of the ancient Terrorani civilization, which is a treetop village with, let's say, Twi'lek-esque, people walking around.
Okay, yeah. They have a twin Leku.
Yes.
they have head tentacles.
Yes.
Tentacles?
now those tentacles are kind of right on. You can like shape those and things, right?
Are any of them incredibly attractive females?
Roughly half.
They're all of the
All of the women are attractive.
That tracks.
No, they're just 75% women.
That tracks.
Okay, so you get to the civilization and you see that there has been quite a stir caused by something. You see people running and arming themselves or hiding indoors.
These people have like no chill. What's going on here?
I will ready the death baby.
Whoa!
I'll take point, lock and load.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Is there any I'm assuming if they're an ancient technology, they don't, or an ancient civilization, they don't have like what kind of machinery level are we looking at here?
They're grabbing spears. But it's like laser spears.
Okay.
Splitting the difference.
Would there be like a piece of wood or something nearby that I could make like a brace for my arm so that I could throw a spear farther, engineering wise?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a lasers check with
How many D6?
2d6.
What?
2d6.
Dope. 5 and a 4, which is
Two, that's two failures,
two
isn't it?
success. One of them's a laser and the other one's a success.
Oh. No, for laser checks you want to roll under your number, and you
My
rolled a
number is
5 and a
5.
6. So it's, one laser.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Oh, I thought you said 5 and a 6. Okay.
No.
So, what is your question?
My question is what are the people hiding from, and is it the my question is, are the people going to get weaponry going to fight Zorgon, or the people that are hiding?
Right.
At first, you think that they're all going to fight Zorgon, but after a second, you realize that that's not the full story. For in fact, some of them are acting strangely similar to Texas Jimmy.
It's a war betrayal.
Yes. And it's not long before you start hearing shouts and cries of pain as what was their name? Terrorani begin stabbing other Terrorani indiscriminately.
I'm gonna turn. Was it Texas Jimmy that betrayed us? That did the sabotage? Could it have been him?
Well, they said it came from the inside, so it's probably him, right?
That would have been
Zorgon.
planning in advance pretty significantly, since we've been rocking with Captain Darcy for a bit now.
I guess.
Yeah.
But maybe he was able to hack into our system. Attack it from afar.
I don't know. I've been using the same password every time I log in for the last 2 years, so it might have been that.
Peking duck.
Well, shit.
I'm gonna proceed forward
We've all
and
just
attempt to shoot any of the ones that are herky jerky. What was it you said? Mockeries of human or Terrorani form.
Yes. Go ahead and roll your feelings check with 3d6.
However, I'm going to start blurring the immigrant song as I walk down the street in slow-mo and blast them. So yeah, 3d6.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have the rights for that one, unfortunately.
Oh, good. So I'll continue singing it.
Just I want people at home to know what should be going in your head, and that is Thor Ragnarok. Can we say that?
Okay. Go ahead.
2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4, and this is a feelings check, and you have a 2. So that means that you have laser feelings once again. What is your question?
Did I get all of them? Again.
There's one left,
One die succeeded.
and he's behind you.
I've got his stack though.
It's midnight now.
Okay, roll your feelings check. There are 3 Terrorani in front of you. Which one is the herky-jerky monstrosity?
How many do I get?
I'm gonna put it one out. I'm gonna say, there one. I'm gonna try to help.
Let's say, so you have your death baby, so 2d6.
Okay, cool.
And as for the assistants, you're saying that one. You are a scientist, so we'll give you 2d6.
That's double ones.
You do not help. Cool. I'm gonna aim for the herkiest, jerkiest one of the 3. Wait, are any of them my ex?
Yes, it's the herky jerkiest one.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, cool. I just probably wouldn't risk it. If I shoot wrong and murder her, I think I'd go to trial here. So
Did anything go hilariously wrong for
No, she just points at a random person.
I rolled a 1 and a 6, so 1 passes, but yeah.
1 and a 6, so you've succeeded at a cost, and in fact, you realize that you have to shoot more than one, because you're not sure which. And you hit 2, and you're sure you got the you got the right ones, but the other
That's a morally great choice I just made.
Yes. But the other 2 have been trying to hold off the attack from the first 2, and they stop and thank you. We almost died without your help. Oh God. Crandox.
Why were those people trying to just cramp your style? We just got here and things are going nuts.
I see my face already. Okay, that's fine.
It happened a little bit ago. See, this strange monster came into the city, and with him he had a trail of these monsters that began to jam their way down our fellow citizens' throats, and before long,
The weird Cthulhu
we realized, yes, the weird Cthulhu babies, and before long we realized that they were turning against us. But I fear that that's not the most grave matter at hand right now, for they are He was heading straight for our sacred temple of Zargul.
Is that where you keep the void
That doesn't
crystals?
sound good at all. Well, are you all right?
Yes,
You don't
our
look
sacred
so
void
good.
crystals.
How is the temple protected?
We have our ancient guard standing, and they will do their best to hold him off, but I fear they will not be able to stand against such a profane onslaught.
We must hurry. Let's go,
I'm like
guys.
just watching my hand trails and such during the conversation a little bit.
Just gonna grab the doctor's hand and I'm gonna pull him along.
Oh shit. Hey, I'll throw the guy that we just talked to a small little bottle, sample-sized bottle of silver sheen. Put that under your tongue. It'll make you feel better if you think positive thoughts.
Do I
And then-
see that happen?
Is silver sheen just liquid
No.
mercury? Because that's
Yeah.
not how it works.
Okay, go ahead and roll a
If you feel that
feelings
way.
2d6.
5 and a 4, double success.
Okay, yeah. You do it and do it competently.
So I don't notice or hear that happen as
Now
I'm
I feel
dragging
better
him
about him.
along.
He'll have a good mood in the morning.
You gotta give him something.
I'm gonna walk up to Twitch, grab his hand. Thanks for having my back. And I'm gonna dash
Okay.
off toward the temple.
Holding my hand? Or was it like a shake? Like a,
It was like a
grasp.
two-handed grab. Thank you.
And then
Running up.
okay. I will
My leg's getting, oh god.
continue having your back and follow you. But like in a cool way.
My leg's getting shaky, so I'm gonna put
With
one of my
Death
speed
Baby.
patches on it. It's just a bunch of I kind of spit on my leg and rub some dried cherry on it, and it works good, and I can keep up.
Okay.
Stop. Please.
Sure. So you all begin running off, and the second one, the second, I keep on wanting to call them Twi'leks, Terrarani, says, "Thank you, and what can we call you?"
Heroes.
Mic drop.
And you run off into the distance.
Damn.
We are the space group known as Heroes.
And we disappear in a puff of vape smoke.
We heroically run away.
Okay.
We make our way into the temple.
Yes, you approach the temple, and at the top you see Zargon fighting with his own laser spear against Sophie with her laser spear and a set of holy adornments and armor.
All right.
I used the thing I made to increase my throw range to throw a spear at Zorgon.
Okay.
Don't.
Go ahead and roll a feelings check. That is going to be 2d6 since you're prepared.
Cool. I have to roll high because my number is 5. I did not roll high. I rolled a 2 and a 4.
And yeah, your spear flies and actually grazes Sophie, causing a cut against your face. Ah! And then that is when Zorgon strikes and jabs a spear down through her thigh before fleeing in a kind of, Cthulhu-esque, slithery way into the temple interior.
Whoa, was that the dude? There's like 4 of them there, man. What? Oh, 1.
I'm going to rush after him. I'm gonna whip out a vial of hydrochloric acid and rush after him and chase him until I feel that I'm in range and shuck the bottle at him.
Okay.
Nitrous solution has a hangover.
Go ahead and roll feelings. You get 2d6.
Why are you saying it's a hangover, Karen? I'm so concerned.
Oh, I can still see. I can still see.
Alright.
You can't see anymore.
Wait.
Wait, you're throwing an attack thing at Zorgon? Why is this a feelings check? Shouldn't this is an attacky thing? Shouldn't this be a laser?
So I checked lasers earlier, and so like feelings are acts of passion and emotionally intense things, whereas lasers are cold rationality, calm, precise action.
Guess it's called rational.
Let's call up John
I'm
Harper.
throwing hydrochloric acid. He's a very intense acidic breath that it will literally sear the skin off of you.
Okay, as long as you do it calmly.
I'll do it calmly. I'm calmly rushing into it.
Calculated.
Wow, that is chill throw.
My throw is 2.
I got a 1 and a 5, so a success and a fail.
It would have been the
Okay.
same either way.
So you throw your hydrochloric acid after taking a deep breath to steady yourself and like, doing the like feeling the wind. And it splashes over the front of the temple, and you do indeed get a clip Zorgon. But as you do it, like the acid eats away at the frame of the entrance to the temple, and it collapses as Zorgon slithers away into the darkness.
No!
Is there another entrance?
Do you ask
You
Sophie?
don't see one.
Because
I guess
she would
we're
know.
not going that way, huh?
She's right here.
So I'll turn to the girl on the ground. Is there another entrance?
Oh shit! Is she okay?
Yes, there's
I'm a doctor.
a secret entrance behind
I will.
the temple, but it's dangerous.
I'll rip a bit of my nice lab coat off and bind her leg.
You'll need to know the passcode 36814, and watch out for the snakes.
Hey, as they're patching you up, why don't you take some of this and think some positive thoughts to
Don't
make
do
you
it.
feel better, get your mind off some things.
Okay.
I've been working on this
do
thing
it.
to make
No, don't trust him, Sophie.
Roll your feelings with 3d6, 2d6, 2d6,
2 or 3?
2.
Oh, let me grab this dice that I accidentally threw. That's a 3 and a 4. That's a double success.
Okay. Somehow this
haven't
concoction that you put together is helpful, and she like screams and then suddenly like bites down as the burning sensation sets in. But then it's like, yeah, it does feel a bit better.
Yeah, girl.
She like
Hey.
stands up and stretches.
I'll just like
I'm glad that hasn't worked before.
I feel a little awkward, so I'm just gonna go with my default and like give her like the smolder smirk.
Trip. Funny seeing you here during a Cthulhu monster invasion.
Yeah, we've come to rescue your planet,
Oh,
My goodness.
well,
and then I will lead the way to the
very fortuitous timing.
back door.
You're very familiar
Okay,
with her back
you
doors, aren't
you
you?
enter Sophie's back door.
Before you go through the back door, can I tell Sophie that I'm very sorry, and if there's anything I can do to make it up to her, I'd be happy to do so.
Sophie, how's your eyes? This makes you see better. Side effect, you can just ignore it, but here, if you want, this is
no,
syringe.
I'm good. I'm good. No thanks.
Well, I mean, more for me.
But yes,
Hit
please.
myself right in the ribs with it.
Oh God, field check.
Oh,
Can we resolve the conversation?
I rolled just a 1d6. I rolled a 4. That's a success.
Okay,
A
cool.
success.
Sex.
You can get an extra 1d6 later. Anyways,
Nice.
she's like, yes. So, please just stop him from getting the void crystals. It will be the end of us all if he gets to the inner sanctum.
We'll take him down or we'll die trying.
You
Sounds
know
like we
his
do.
plans. He plans to take them through his back door.
is there butterflies on this
I think
planet, or is it
he's,
just me?
No,
Seems to
let's
be
go to the
a
back door.
person
Yes.
that prefers the upper front, the top entrance. Now.
Okay,
So we're gonna go to the back door,
area.
you go to the back door.
and before we
I
punch in
swear
the
he's been assaulting people so far.
I'm going to prepare myself for snakes.
Okay, you prepare yourself for snakes. You have a little like a snake umbrella.
That's what I was gonna say. Do I have like a snake umbrella ready and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have my wrench in my other hand ready to smack at one if it gets too close.
I'd like to try to make a snake repellent. Something they don't like. I know they don't like potatoes, and I don't know they really don't like Tabasco sauce. And I've got Tabasco sauce, but I don't have potatoes. So can I find something
Yes.
to function as potatoes?
You are now prepared for snake attack.
Perfect.
I'm going to get prepared to speak in snake tongue.
Okay. Yes, they do teach that in the academy.
Actually, it's something that my father taught me.
Well, yes, you came prepared ahead of time, but it's also a family tradition that runs in your lineage.
We do believe that we are truly descended from the snakes above.
Okay.
All right, I have my hot
Hold on.
potato snake repellents.
I pull out a gun.
Yeah, that's enough to prepare yourself.
I also am still holding Death Baby.
Yep, you're
The
prepared.
best gun ever. I love
I do
it.
have
Have you
that
changed its dapper
pistol
recently?
laser revolver.
Oh, that's a great point. I will remove the used up cartridge and replace it with a good to go new cartridge. I'll change the ammo diaper of Death Baby, if you will.
Here's 3 fresh diapers if you run out of those.
Okay.
Ash, you are really a girl who understands my needs.
You're freshly diped Death Baby. Now ready. You all head to the back door and finally get there. And
Yay.
you see before you just like this wall of snakes. There is all of it is just covered with snakes, and they're all venomous, horribly venomous.
I'm gonna tell them
That's
in
lots of venom.
the snake tongue. I'm gonna say,
Go ahead and roll your feel check. Let's go with 2d6, 3d6, because it's in your wheelhouse.
I do not have a big enough umbrella for this.
I'm going for feelings.
Oh, they won't like this.
Ooh,
I
I
just
have 2 fails, then I have 1 success.
put Tabasco sauce on a potato and I hold it up.
So it turns out that what you said was actually kind of both like intimidatingly offensive to these snakes, and a lot of them go and begin squirming away, but 2 of them try and lunge at you. Roll another feel check with 2d6, 1d6.
Can I throw my potato at the 2 that are trying to lunge?
Yes, roll
It's a hot potato.
2d6 to see if you can
Swear it'll
assist.
work. I got a good feeling. Oh, I have a 1 and a 3. That's a fail and a success.
Okay, go ahead and roll another d6, Marit.
Oh, another D6. That's a 2 and a 3, so fails for me on feels.
Okay. Yes. You. One of them gets smacked away by the potato throwing of Dr. Dick. But,
Oh, no, it's a potato repellent. It's like a aroma.
okay. By the potato aroma. But the other one latches on to your ankle and begins to. You feel a burning sensation begin to creep up your leg.
That one must have smelled potatoes before. I'm sorry.
Is this the snake leg that's been burned, or is this a different
This
leg?
is the other leg.
Oh no.
I am descended from the snake people. I'm gonna pull back one of my shoulders and I'm gonna have snakes.
I have an anti-venom cream though.
All this time you were a sexy alien, and I just thought you were a sexy human.
Roll a 3d6 feelings to see if you can use your snake powers to fight off the snake venom.
Which ones do I trust? I don't trust any of them anymore.
Bet you didn't see that coming, internet.
If that doesn't work, somebody should suck out the venom. Charles, I volunteer you.
I've
No,
got,
I have a snake-sucking straw venom device.
Lasers and feelings, and 1 success and 1 fail.
Okay, so
Because we're doing feelings, right?
yeah.
Okay, I got a 6, a 4, and a 1, and 4 is my number. So.
Okay, so you succeed normally. And what's your question?
Does Trip notice me?
I mean, I definitely do now. Was the wow not clear enough?
Okay. Crisis averted. You see that before you lies the entrance to the temple. You see the back door sitting before you. Do you enter inside the back door?
Yes, I lead the way.
Okay. You boldly stride inside the front door, giving it very little time to prepare.
Wait, the back door.
Or the back door. Giving it very little time to prepare. And it accepts you into it.
Wow, that's so kind.
You notice that this isn't as pristine and pleasant as the front door looked from your vantage point. But also, like, yeah, there's a little bit of a smell. There's some stuff clinging to the walls that's kind of like goopy and icky. But you make your way inside anyways.
Lots of inside being said.
Yeah. And before long, you find yourself.
It started out a little bit tight, but it was gotten looser the further we've gone.
Yeah, the door is pretty narrow.
Yeah, I'm still in my hazmat gear from before, so I'll follow.
Probably a good idea.
I'm wearing this. It's got ukuleles on it.
This looks like a fashion.
Don't worry, I have a
style that
breathalyzer, so I don't run out of oxygen.
That's not what a breathalyzer is, but okay.
I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. I know what I'm talking about, man.
I feel like this whole time he's been like
mislabeling
a
things.
secret agent, like I think he's just like lied his way into this position and now just makes money and does drugs.
Okay.
Sounds
I think
accurate.
he just mislabels everything on purpose. So he's like, yeah, this is hot sauce, but it's actually something different.
That
So-
just doesn't make me feel more confident, though.
No.
So you make your way further inside, and you eventually come across a door that is closed. You see a 3x3 pad to the right of it, but it has no writing. At least that most of you can see, because Dr. Dick can see numbers on that thing, on the pad.
I'm not even seeing any numbers or letters, and I think the colors are all mixed up. But I feel really good. Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Hit 36814.
Well, Dick,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
You're the only one that can see the numbers.
I rolled a 2. Did you want me to roll 1 or 2 dice? I'm sorry.
no, you just get to do it.
Oh, got it. I rolled the number anyway. I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
My thing.
Okay. There wasn't a check there, so you're just pressing numbers on the pad.
Yeah. They took a moment to appear, but the numbers that I didn't write down, but 3 something something something.
36814.
Yeah.
And with that, the door slides open in a very dusty, significant manner.
And I'll fall on my face because my hand was on the door. I couldn't.
Okay, that happens. And before you, you see Zorgon from across the room. You're in this large open chamber, and in the middle of it, you can see the void crystals humming with energy, and you see Zorgon getting ready to make his way towards them.
I pull out.
Laser spear at it.
Is this gun time? I'm gonna.
Call out, those are nachos!
Oh, you are too late to stop the great Zorgon the Conqueror!
I would like to try to
That's
shoot
not
Death
chill at
Baby
all.
at him.
Fuck.
Okay, go ahead and roll feelings. Well, unless you're doing it calmly, I guess. I don't know. Up to you.
Well, if it's my choice, I don't know. I'm pretty pissed at at him.
I would say more like, are you taking time to stop and aim? That'd be more lasers.
Yeah, no, I'm fighting from the hip.
Firing wildly.
That's feelings.
Awesome.
I think that should be the distinction. Like, are you taking time?
Shouting, firing from the hip, 100% feelings.
How many dice do I roll?
You are prepared. This is not your wheelhouse, so 2.
Yeah. I mean, like, in terms of how you're hitting the enemy, like...
That's a 3 and a 5, so that's a laser feelings and a success.
Okay. So go ahead and ask your question.
My question is, what's the fastest way to shut this fucker down?
Death.
So, you know that Zorgon the Conqueror will not go down to just one hit. And in fact, he might have some other tricks up his sleeve. But you think that destroying the Void Crystals while upsetting the Terrorani culture would shut him down.
Could I, instead of trying to hit him, try to destroy the Void Crystals with
Yes.
my laser feelings roll?
Yes.
Do I re-roll then to do
Yes.
that? And it's still 2?
Still 2.
Okay. That's a double 5!
Okay, and with a sudden flash of insight, you realize that your true goal is not to stop Zorgon the Conqueror. It is merely to stop Zorgon the Conqueror from getting his hands on the Void Crystals. You take aim with your Death Baby, and can somebody cue up the...
Which one?
Yeah! And then it explodes! And the Void Crystal has been destroyed. And he shakes one of his tentacles at you.
You may have won this round, but this won't be the last time you see Zorgon the Conqueror.
I think it's might. I'm gonna assist Bash a snapshot by loading my epoxy into my light revolver that's my family's replica for my older brother and shoot it to blind him to give him next shot. And I'm going to add my own extra D6 to this so then I can super try to help.
Okay.
But I'm hoping the heat, I got a really good feeling the heat from the gun is going to heat the epoxy up to a non-lethal level, but enough where it's going to stick and be gooey on his eye so he can't see the next hit coming.
Yep, 3d6.
I rolled a success, and a fail.
Success, and a fail.
Oh,
And
with
you
my additional, the one, that's another success. So 3 success, 1 fail. From
3
injecting
success.
myself.
So Zorgon the Conqueror takes 2 solid hits from your thing and lets out a cry of pain. And yeah,
Just like
he's
my
still
brother would
standing.
say, take one to the team, bub. I shoot in my brother's accent.
I like to pull out my biggest, bestest gun and shoot it at him. In the
Okay.
face, repeatedly.
Go ahead.
Is that 2 or 3?
You 3.
Plus 9.
And it
that
is
was third.
feelings because that's how you do.
3, 6, 6.
Those
That's
are
3
successes, yes. And with those 3 successes, you will take down Zorgon the Conqueror.
God, finally it's going to shut up. He's been following us for... I don't even remember.
Say,
Why is he red?
no! Father!
My child, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
Whoa. That changes things. That's your dad.
Yeah, he left my mom and I was trying to make him go back. So I don't know this adventure, now he's dead! You've killed him!
Story my brother will not believe.
What does that mean about us?
Hey, don't
You
worry,
weren't the
though.
one shooting!
When we get back to the ship, I've got something to make you forget about it. So, you want
I don't want to forget about it, I want to be angry!
I got something for that too. Spinach and sleep makes you not be angry though. It works every time.
Do you want vengeance or just general?
No, just general eggs!
Okay. That
I
seems
would like
reasonable.
to reiterate
I am sorry for your loss.
Thank you for your attempt at consolation.
Hey, if you would take enough of these, you might not be angry, but I don't know, it might take a couple of days.
You're not understanding.
Mix them all up, maybe.
I do not want some weird ass cocktail that you don't even know what's gonna do to my body. You don't even know what kind of creature I am.
Oh, they're not cocktails, they're just drugs.
You can have a cocktail of drugs.
Understatement of the day.
If I blow him up, will you forgive me?
I mean, he's already died, so I don't know.
He's our only doctor.
It's not like we've got a competent doctor to fix him up.
No,
we
I mean,
only have-
I actually can. I've been working on a putty that
Oh yeah, if you
things
go up
together
the
by
doctor, go
itself.
for it. I mean, it will probably make the world safer.
I think I'm gonna start to
fine, I don't
retreat
wanna-
during this conversation.
I'm sorry, I can't shoot a teammate. It's against
Well,
my...
You're
my
the one who
brother's a
suggested
bounty
it.
hunter anyway. He'd probably come searching for you guys, but I didn't show up.
I can take him.
They're not expecting me back for another. I don't know. I think my dad said forever, but you know, I just left the house with like a 20.
I'm so confused about your life, Doctor. Are
I'm
you
the
just
youngest.
somebody pretending to be? Are you Doogie Housering us?
I swear I'm a doctor.
I don't know who
I
that is.
feel like he's a real Frank Abagnale.
Frank
Abagnale is real.
I don't know who
Exactly.
that is either.
I've never heard of that name.
Should we go back to the
Do
ship
you
and have some
concur?
talk about our feelings?
Yeah, I left something in the microwave on the ship, so it'd be cool if we could get back there, man. Yeah.
Okay,
You left
so
it in
I
the
kind of
microwave? We've been gone for over an hour.
I kind of lost the plot. Who's doing what?
I'm going
There's
to
a
get
lot
my
of
thing out
bicker.
the microwave.
We're going back to the ship, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should leave before this planet realizes we destroyed their holy symbol.
Let's
That's an excellent point.
Irish exit out of here, but leave Zorgon's body.
Can we
Okay.
do a Japanese exit where we just say goodbye to the cat?
Are there cats?
I'm
Yes,
gonna collect
there
a bunch of
there
those
are,
blue flowers that
jungle
are poisonous.
kitties.
All right.
We say goodbye to those.
I believe Dr. Dick has some catnip somewhere hidden. It's green and it smells, and like
Well,
I've seen him inspect
It's
it
not
before.
catnip that you get from the stores. It's not that prescribed stuff. It's different. It kind of gives them a lot of energy, though. Afterwards, they need water for like 3 days. They're not going to want to eat. But
I feel
they're
like
pretty
if we
cool
just
after.
sprinkle that on the ground behind us as we leave, that's a good way of saying goodbye to the cats.
Sure, I can make a shit ton more, but especially this blue poisonous flower. It'd be great. I can just dilute the poison out a little bit. We can try it on the captain. He's not going to go anywhere.
No, let's
and
not
then bring it back
poison
out.
the cat.
The same captain.
No, the one in the pod.
Captain Darcy?
Yeah, he's
Kill the captain again.
no, he's been gracious when complying to things. I've been trying stuff. That's why he's staying alive.
That's because he can't say no, because he can't talk.
Okay.
I
So-
tried that epoxy on his mouth.
So
You glued his mouth shut.
No wonder he hasn't been taking.
He didn't
food.
object.
That's because he was unconscious from all of the weird shit you've been injected into him.
okay, we're moving on. So as you make your way to leave, you all do your Japanese exit, except that in your mind, Miriam, you hear echoing as you leave.
The quantum tunnel back home is still open.
And you head back to the ship where Captain Darcy has recovered astoundingly.
Oh, without
shit.
any
It
additional
worked.
treatment. What a coincidence. She got some rest. You got some rest, isn't it?
So, how you doing?
Captain, that's pretty cool.
I
didn't
seem to have
expect
recovered
you.
my accent.
Whoa.
That's great news. It's so good to see you
Nice
chipper
work.
again. Let's leave. This planet probably hates us now. But we
Another one?
saved it.
Yeah, they're not
it's-
chill with us anymore. Let's get going, please.
I'll mark it off the list. He goes over to the wall of the med pod bay where there's just like this long
do
list.
not visit.
Crosses another one out. The ship.
It's our DNR list. Our do not return.
So the ship raises off from the ground in typical sci-fi fashion, and then does the whole, turn slowly towards the stars, and then just kind of burst into the distance.
Can we also char up a bunch of the ground behind us because we didn't wait till we got far enough away before bursting off into the universe?
Yes, that happens. And that's the game. Congrats, you stopped Zorgon the Conqueror. And
Call the doctor in for a physical.
Peace has returned to the universe once again. Or has it? Maybe we'll see in a part 2 down the road somewhere. I don't know. We don't have anything planned, but
I'm gonna
might as well leave that door open.
Or to my engineering room and continue to bust
That door, like this portal that we mysteriously learned of, is still open.
Going to start hiding all of my volatile chemicals in a locked drawer with a password that only I would know.
Captain Darcy to the med bay for your physical, please.
As we prepare to retire for the night, I find myself outside of Bash's door. And I will knock on it.
No one answers.
Then I will move
cold.
on. I find myself outside of Miriam's door. But you don't know that it's second.
I
Is
answer.
Miriam there?
And I'm gonna say, I know you had a rough day, Dollface. How about a nightcap? And I offer you, I've got 2 cups with ice and some fine space liquor. It's sure to get us space wasted or
That would be
spaced.
Basted?
Most welcome.
And
Are you sure you don't want to invite Bash?
we'll see where the night takes us.
I knocked on Charles' door. Knock, knock, Charles.
Charles is in engineering.
He's not there.
Are you a late nighter too? Stay up late night on the ship?
Yeah,
Okay.
Charles and Bash are together.
Only sleep in 3-hour time slots.
I know where to find you then.
There's always something happening.
Hey, Charles, do you still have that Tylenol that I gave you last week? I'm going to need it back. I ran out in the lab, and I need it quickly, in 10 minutes, because it's going to get too hot if I don't have any extra. I need to cool it.
Yeah.
Quick, where is it?
I'll get it for you in a second. I'm sorry.
No. No.
If I stop what I'm doing right now, we will all get spaced.
Shit, and I bolt out. Don't get it. Don't get the Tylenol. And that's it.
Okay. Well, most of you achieved your goals. I was just looking over them, but alas, Dr. Dick did not solve the pain relief mystery conundrum.
That one eludes him as of now.
He's working on it.
Okay.
Nobody ever figured out where Bash was.
Maybe next time. We'll get there.
Look in the armory.
He's going to be testing his pain relief serums by going and taking as much damage as possible.
Did we accidentally leave without Bash? Is Bash even on the ship?
She's on the ship.
Okay.
She's in the armor. In Trip's room.
She's in where?
In Trip's room.
Oh! Damn it! Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Funnier.
Classic Schmosby.
I think we should pick up that next time if there ever is one.
Yes. So this has been Lasers and Feelings, a Fantasticide one-shot. Thank you so much for joining us. If you liked what you saw, you made it all the way to the end, maybe consider following us on Twitch if you haven't already. We also have a YouTube channel where this will be posted shortly, and if you're watching this there, maybe consider subscribing so you can see the awesome stuff that we're coming up with soon, such as How Not to End the World, premiering on the 11th of Wednesday at 5:30 PST.
We're looking forward to being there.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Not with that accent, though.
Yes, come watch us in our actual official thing. It'll be awesome. We are all really jazzed about it. And until then, keep on